The following is a presentation of TFNN.
Sylvester Stallone knew his whole life what he wanted to do. For him, it was a chance to inspire others. Life wasn't easy. At birth, he was pulled out by forceps. It's why he looks and speaks the way he does. 1,500 agents said, "No, you're not an actor." His first 3 scenes led to nothing, but he never gave up. Sly sold his first script, Paradise Alley, for $100. That money didn't last long. The last thing he had left was his dog. He got $25. That was rock bottom. He cried, and soon after, watched a fight between Muhammad Ali and Chuck Wepner. Wepner went 15 rounds but was pounded to a pulp. It inspired Sly, and he wrote for 20 hours straight the entire Rocky movie. Tried to sell it, but nobody wanted it. Too predictable, too sappy. Sly saved those comments and read them to himself the night he won the Oscar. Sly never gave up. One day, 2 guys offered to buy the script for $125,000. Sly said with one condition, "I'm Rocky." No way. We need a star like Ryan O'Neal to play Rocky. Can you imagine? The same guys called him back and offered him $250,000 not to star in his own movie. Sly said no. They countered with $325,000. Sly said no. They compromised. $35,000, points in the movie, and Sly would play Rocky. Rocky has grossed over $225 million and the entire franchise over $1 billion. What's your Rocky moment, folks? What's your vision? Your unstoppable success? You were born to be a money master. The time is now to take massive action.
Let's go over to Don in Odessa, Florida. Don, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
Hey, Steve. Thank you.
You bet. How you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I'm a subscriber to your service, and I just want to let you know that I sure do appreciate what you've done for me.
Wow. Thank you very, very much.
The Trader's Edge with your host, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to the February 11th, terrific Tuesday edition of today's Opening Bell on the Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, and I absolutely treasure your presence here today. My outcome, as always, is to help you to become a better money master and to provide you with the tools, well, just simply the tools that each of us need in order to lead an inspired life. Because leading an inspired life, folks, that's truly what it's all about. So let's go look at one of our tools. This is the tool I call counting on yourself. You know, here's one powerful way to change and grow. Cultivate self-reliance. You know, take responsibility for your own life. Take responsibility for whatever happens to you. Know that you have consciously made the decisions that are now affecting you. Know that what is happening now, today, is a direct result of what you did yesterday. You know, being self-reliant doesn't mean that you can't work with or trust others. In fact, it can make you a much more valuable teammate, a more valuable partner and friend. Self-reliance means counting on yourself. It means trusting others and trusting yourself and being responsible to yourself. It's about trusting your instincts. It's about trusting the conclusions that you've developed, all based on your prior experiences. You know, self-reliance is about taking the credit that is due you. Self-reliance is about learning from mistakes and then passing that value on to others. Gestalt psychologists give an example of being self-reliant. Check this out. They say that we are responsible for getting caught in the rain. They say that by deciding not to carry an umbrella every day, we've made the decision to endure an occasional drenching out there. Has that ever happened to you? You know, the translation is a bit more meaningful because by not being prepared, we make the choice of getting caught in some of life's unpleasant circumstances, be they rain, failures, economic losses, personal losses, and on and on and on. By not being prepared, by not thinking ahead, we've made our choice. Now, for me, the focus of my morning was getting prepared, not just for this show, but for the planned trades for my clients and myself. We know what we're looking for. We know which trades we want to take. We know when and why we are going to take them. We know how many shares we're going to buy. We know our stops, our exits. You see, we have an exit strategy on both sides of the trade. Question, is this your approach to trading? Or do you use the old fingers crossed methodology out there? Folks, we can't change the circumstances. We can't change the seasons. We can't even change the wind. But what we can do is we can change our habits. We can change whether or not we burn the midnight oil. We control whether or not we go to night school. We can take all the steps necessary to become more self-reliant. And most importantly, folks, we can and we should count on ourselves. Hope everybody out there had a great Monday. Let's go check out the markets out here right now. Dow futures are up 30 points. They're trading at 15,768. You've got the S&P futures. They're trading out at 1797, up a couple of points. NASDAQ futures up 8.5, trading out at 35.86. King dollar back 8 cents right now, trading out at 80.64. Gold is up 3.60 off of its session highs for sure. Silver's actually turned slightly negative, well, down 0.75%, down 15 cents right now, trading out at 19.95. Light sweet crude is flat. It's up 10 pennies, trading out at 100.15 out there. Let's see here. Natural gas up about 10 cents this morning. My goodness, it is on the move again. It's trading out at 4.67. A quick peek across the globe out here. Let's see what we've got. Over in Germany, the DAX is up 99 points, a little over 1%. The FTSE's up 33 points, 0.5%. In Asia last night, it was green arrows across the board. Nikkei was up 307 points. I think that was up 307 points the night before. Maybe the Nikkei was closed last night. The Hang Seng up 383. And the Shanghai up 18 points. Geez, those numbers look. We'll go take a look at the charts and see what is going on there. In any event, our call number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We'll be happy to take a look at your stock chart. Let's start off. What should we start off by taking a look at? Let's take a look at the. Let's take a look at silver. Let's take a look at hi-ho silver out here. In fact, let's do this. Let's go over to a different chart. Here's, by the way, if you're watching this on TigerTV, the chart that popped up on your screen out there is the consolidation pattern for silver. So we know silver been consolidating sideways really since November 19th. So been quite a while out here. The consolidation range, again, 2050 is at the upper part of the range. 1910 is the lower part of the range. The only way to trade a consolidation is when it breaks to either side or sell the top and buy the bottom out there. Just always make sure that you do use stops. Do not use that old fingers crossed methodology. You can use the fingers crossed methodology once you're in a trade out there. You can pray all you want. You can do everything, but unfortunately you can't control the markets. Only thing that you can control is your exit strategy. And that's the beautiful thing about trading out there. It teaches a whole lot about life. You should teach your children about exit strategies on both sides of the trade. Now, let's take a look at silver here. On the weekly chart, what do we know about silver? Well, it is trying to, this week's not over. It's early in the week. It's trying to break a downtrend channel. That's the red diagonal line you're looking at on my screen. It's the weekly chart. It takes you back to the swing point high on October the 5th out there, out at 35.44. I'm using just simply as my trend line out here. I'm using the two most recent highs for this trend. That's the August 30th time frame. That's out at 25.12 out there. And then I'm using the swing point from November 1st, the week of November 1st, 23.09. So pretty good trend line out there. You've got silver trying to break above that. We'll see if it can do it this week. So that's what the weekly. So we know what the daily charts were showing. We know what the weekly chart is showing. I don't know, do I have an intraday? I got a 30-minute chart out here. So silver now off of its session highs. What is it doing here? There was a descending price channel that silver was in, and it broke through that. It tested that level. Let's just take a look at retracements out here, see what silver's done thus far. Maybe silver's going to make another run for that descending price channel just to confirm that it is trying to, in fact, break out. Right now, trading below, and it's a 30-minute chart that we're looking at on our screen. It's trading below the 0.618 retracement. Now, that is coming off of the low out here at what I'm using is 5:30 in the morning. That's on February 7th. That's at a price level of 19.75. You go from that price level low to the high of $20.27 at 8:30. Let me refresh my chart. Make sure that I am using all of the current data out here because I certainly want to just take some moment here for this chart to update. So Looks like it's doing it, although it says not responding. That's always a trip when you're live on a show. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm using all the live data. So again, we're going from the low of 1975 up to a high that was put in here at 8:30. This was yesterday, and that was at $20.27. So it's made an A to B equals CD down. Let's see here. That A would be starting at that swing point high. Your B point out here would be the 4 p.m. close yesterday. That was out at $20.15. I say close. I'm really referring to the close of the U.S. stock market. And the C point, we'll just simply use this morning's high out here at $20.23. So it's made the 1-to-1. Looks to me like silver maybe ought to get down to about $19.86 out there. That would form your Gertley buy pattern. It could do it here right now because it's at the 0.618 level. Moving on to 30-minute chart, moving towards the over sold condition, although it is not down there just yet. So we'll be paying attention to high-ho silver. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see silver dip back inside this downtrend channel. Again, it's a 30-minute chart out here, so rather short-term chart, but you don't really want to see it. Well, if you're long silver, you don't want to see that take place because then it says, hey, false break, topside out here. And again, that's the 30-minute chart. Let's go pick apart Goldilocks. Let's do the same kind of scenario out here. Now, in the case of gold, it had moved up to a session high of 1288.30 thus far, trying to take out the most recent swing point, really just trying to get above resistance. That swing point here, that little key reversal session, bearish engulfing from January 27th. That says 1279.80. That is a key level, your 1279.30. You close above 1279.80 today, and silver will be on its way to 1311 out there because we really have clear sailing. The last swing point high out here would be from November 14th. That's at about 1293. 1311 is your 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, but I do not believe that is where silver's next stop will be if, in fact, it can close above resistance. And again, resistance here is this bearish engulfing key reversal session that took place on January 27th. The high there is 1279.80. That's what you're looking for on the daily chart out here. We take a look at a, do I have an intraday chart? Do I have, where is it? I've got to probably switch over to the March contract, don't I? So let's see if we can do that. GCH 4 equals 1. See what we can do out here. Let me take this. We'll put this on a 30-minute chart out here, see what we can find as far as any type of patterns out here. Nah, I'm not going to have the data to do that. So we're going to skip the intraday chart on gold. I've given you enough out there. Well, on the weekly chart here, I'll just put the weekly chart up on the screen. You can see here gold breaking through the descending price channel. This is the one taking us all the way back, really since October of 2012 out there. So you got a nice break. If you take a look at retracements thus far, silver's made that dead cat bounce. It's made that 0.382 retracement. That's off of the August 30th swing point high. 1277.90 is the number. 877-927-6648. That's our number. We'll be right back, folks.
Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or TigerTV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. with the launch of TigerTV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With TigerTV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Carol Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on TigerTV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out TigerTV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's trading newsletter.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the Forex market, and more. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 full weeks. That's an $85 value. Yours free when you register right now.
Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind.
And get the edge you've been looking for.
Investors, Taz Market Research delivers to its subscribers expert commentary on the analysis of 15 different markets each day. Get this invaluable and timely information through the daily market research videos Taz Market Research produces each day before 9 a.m. The video analysis will include reports on currencies, interest rates, indices, metals, energies, grains, and more. You'll be able to gauge where high profitability setups are in each of the markets. Receive a free 2-week trial subscription to Taz Market Research videos on the front page of TFNN.com. Steve takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
It absolutely is, folks. The pre-market out here lead the charge to the downside. Oh, my goodness. I hope nobody out there is a shareholder of Infoblox. BLOX is the ticker symbol. Talk about a haircut. It closed last night at $33.14. They are trading out right now. Last trade fired off at $18.90. They market and sell automated network control solutions. It's an appliance-based solution, combined real-time IP address management with automation, and they are just simply getting hammered this morning. You got Rackspace Holstein, RAX is the ticker symbol. It's down nearly $4 out here. 40.36 is what it closed at. Last trade looks like it fired off at about 35.70 out there. Canadian Solar, CSIQ, they closed at 39.12. They're trading out at $36 and change out here. Dean Foods, DF is a ticker symbol. They closed at 15.20. They're out at 13.85 out there. You've got a company here. Let's see, Zoetis, Zoetis. Not sure the pronunciation, other than it's trading off today. Closed at 31.14, not too bad. Trading out at 29.85. Leading the charge to the upside out here. You've got, what is this here? Malin Crot Publications. They closed at $59.31. They are trading out at $64. Looks like a tender offer. That's it. It's going to be a tender offer to buy Cadence Pharmaceuticals out here. Cadence Pharmaceuticals also up, obviously, this morning. They closed at $11.07, trading out right now at about $14. Tesla Motors, that's on the move this morning, closed at $196.56, up about $3, trading out at $199 and change. Apple up a bit. Closed at $528.99. It's trading out at $530. So back on gold, we were taking a look at gold before we went into the break, looking at the daily chart, or weekly chart, I should say. And I was looking at the swing point here that last ran into resistance at the descending price channel line. That was in August of 2013. That high was 1434 out here. If you go from that high to the low, the swing point low that we're using is the January 3rd, 2014 level out at 1181.40 out there. If you go from the high to the low, you'll see that at 1277.90, and you're trading at 1279 right now. That is your 0.382 retracement level. So on a weekly basis, if you're long gold, you want to see it close above 1277.90, preferably not 1278 and only be 10 cents above it. You'd like to see it, truly move, get around 1280, 85, something like that. Why? Well, number one, it sets up a test at least of the swing point low, which is from November the 1st out there, and that's at the 1305 level. You close inside there. 1337 is game, as well as the 1361 mark out there. So that is gold on a weekly and a daily chart basis. If we take a look at light sweet crude here, light sweet crude, moved just really sideways yesterday, sideways today, struggling to get above the swing point here from December 27th. That's at 100.75. So it has made the 100% move of a move. If it backs off here and only backs off slightly, does a shallow retracement, that would be saying that we would see higher prices when it comes to light sweet crude. Right now, what we know that it's done is made a 100% move of a move. We're very close to it. While you're in that swing point, in essence, that mission has been accomplished. If we take a look at bonds out here, at the moment, you can see bonds now flirting with the little rising price channel that it had been traveling. Now, this is a little rising price channel. I'll blow this up on the screen here for us. Coming off of or utilizing the January 2nd open. That open was out at 128.03. So a number of touch points here. We're looking for co-located opens and closes. Doesn't matter whether it's an open or a close in order to draw our channel line versus our trend line out there. That's your first touch point. Your next one happens to be the open of January 6th out at the 128.15 level. To close here on January 8th, and that's out at the 128.25 level. So we've got a very nice little, the bottom of the rising price channel. We can see here the 30-year has run down right into the bottom of that rising price channel. Will this level hold? I don't know, but we are going to find out, that's for sure. Natural gas, that's on the move out here this morning. Of course, even though it's up nicely, it's just kind of so-so as I take a look at it. Nothing. It is forming at this stage here a nice little bullish engulfing candle. It's at the 0.618 retracement level, but no real pattern other than just a straight retracement, and that is in natural gas out here. 877-927-6648. Dow futures up 27 points right now. S&P up 2. We'll be right back, folks.
It's better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization option capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months, and now's a perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. When you sign up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. You'll be under no obligation to pay anything, and should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. That's less than $2 a day. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
We're off to the races. We got the Dow up 45 points, trading out at 15,847. S&P up 3, trading at 18,0290. Composite up 9 points, 8.5 points, trading at 41.56. Russell 2000 slow out of the gate, up $1.20, trading out at 11.19. Apple up $3 and change, or $2.70, I should say, $2 and change. Microsoft up 19 ticks, leading the charge to the upside. Demandware up 11% this morning. DWRE is the ticker symbol. Out with numbers. Revenues of $35 million versus $26 from the prior year. Not too bad of a job there. The net income, I don't see that number. Net income to common stockholders, $1.8 million versus $3.2. So net income they didn't exactly nail, but they must be guiding pretty well. It's up nicely, 11% here. You've got this Malin Croc I can't really pronounce the last part of it out here. They're up 7% this morning. Of course, that is on the buyout there. Google's up $1.80. Green Mountain Coffee Roasters up $3, up 2%. Puma Biotechnology, PBYI, up 3% out here. SodaStream, where is it? It was on my screen. It's gone. Oh, SodaStream up $1.91, up about 4%. Infoblox down 45%. I'm sure taking a pounding out there. You've got Qualis Inc. QLYS is the ticker symbol. That's down 20% here this morning, down 580. Oh my goodness. Probably down with volume. They did revenues of $29 million versus $24 from last year, so they did beat their top line. Must have some other problems out there and some horrible guidance. You've got Pioneer Natural Resources, PXD, is the ticker symbol. We'll go see where that is pulling back to. That's down 3% off $5.80 out here. Rackspace off 9% this morning. Annie's Inc., BNNY out here. They had net income of $2.7 million versus $1.4, so they're knocking it out of the park almost. So really it was a double out there when it comes to net income. Let me see what they do. That was for their third quarter. Third quarter sales, $46 million versus $36.8 out here. But they are just simply getting shellacked out here. They offer organic food, snacks, dressing, condiments, snack crackers. So it's not the Auntie Annie's pretzel shop. They do make some pretty nice pretzels out there. Of course, they're not good for you. So don't tell Nico that I said that. You've got Sohu Communications, SOHU, that's down 2%. Cambrex Corp, CBM is a ticker symbol. They're up 13% here this morning. Let's take a look. So you got the markets are up. You got the Dow is up 42. The S&P is up 3. And you've got a bear trap that is being formed out here. Bear trap. That's what I said. Trap with a T, not C out there. And what's that bear trap? Well, we've got the Euro Japanese yen currency pair. It's the 120-minute chart. It's up on our screen here right now. It is confirmed now, or is confirming, really I should say, it is confirming now a Gartley sell pattern. A 0.786 Gartley sell pattern. Why? Well, it's not this candle right here when it completed that pattern. That was at 7 o'clock this morning because that was not a bearish reversal signal. But what we did see here is we saw the long-lost cousin of the bullish candle, the hammer, and that is the shooting star. That's what happens at the tops out here. So you got a shooting star, really just as powerful as the hammer candle, but that's what you're going to see at a top, and you're getting some confirmation, some follow-through as we speak here right now. Now, still left in this session here. This runs till 11 o'clock, so an hour and 20 minutes. So we'll see, and we will pay attention to what is going on inside the Euro Japanese yen. But this here now giving this a sell confirmation out here. And really, when I take a look at patterns, the one candlestick, you like to get confirmation, but when a pattern is completing and it completes with a hammer on a buy candle, on a buy pattern, I should say, or on a sell pattern, it's the opposite, which is the shooting star. That's powerful. It is very powerful out here. So that is on the Euro Japanese yen. That's signaling to us right now. There's a couple of patterns. You got a price relative strength divergent pattern out here as well. So you've got two patterns you've got a third pattern, I should say. So how many patterns is it that you need to screw in the light bulb? And I do want to say thank you. We got a nice email from our man K Rico. A great, funny. If you like jokes out there, it was a great joke. I wish I could repeat it on the air, but I would not want to risk offending someone out there. But what a great joke that he sent. So thank you, K Rico, for doing that. If we take a look here at the descending price channel out here. This is the price channel that takes you back into 2012, folks. At the highs out here, this is December 27th out here. So those are the red diagonal lines going across my screen. So we got three patterns confirming up here. And you could say a fourth one because take a look at the last times we've had Gartley sell patterns. We had a 0.786. That was the sell pattern that took place and was formed right here at 5 o'clock in the morning. That was on January 23rd. That certainly led to a correction in the market. That was forecasting out here. We had a 0.618 Gartley sell. That's when things really fell off the planet out here. That started the big move down in the markets. And it's the Euro Japanese yen that we're taking a look at on our screen. That confirmed with a bearish reversal signal. And now we've got another Gartley sell pattern. That's the 0.786. So what does that set up? Well, it most likely sets up a move all the way back down to the bottom of its descending price channel out here. And if we take a look at retracements now off of the low, That's at 3 a.m. all the way up to the high out here this morning at 9 o'clock. You will see that the 0.786 retracement takes you 137.09. I suspect we will see a lower price there on the euro Japanese yen. So we're getting the signals out here. What you are seeing take place as we speak right now is a bull trap. It's a bull trap, at least if you believe that currency pairs rule out here. So there's just one other element that I'm looking at on this chart here that I want to see form out there. So please keep buying. Keep buying out there. Push these prices higher while the euro Japanese yen moves to the downside out here, because it creates a nice little bull trap out there. Let's go take a look at some of the other charts that we've got out here. Let's take a look at the Dow 120-minute. This is the rising price channel. So we've had a nice counter trend rally inside of the Dow. How will we know if that counter trend rally is over? Well, one of the ways that we'll know is take a look at this little rising price channel here. That rising price channel using the swing point here. It's a swing point. Using the swing point from 10 o'clock in the morning on February 5th, of course, what we're using there is the open of that session, and that open was 15,309 out there. And then you've got another couple of touch points. The open at 6 o'clock in the morning on February 6th. That was at 15,395, as well as the open at 10 o'clock in the morning. Again, it's a 120-minute chart we're looking at. That was on February 6th. And that low was out at 15,415. So you see this little rising price channel here get broken. Well, that'll be a good indication with regard to a change in trend in the marketplace. Now, you can see here on the 120-minute chart, it certainly is in the overbought territory, so it needs to work its way off. The problem is if it works its way off and it actually goes ahead and breaks this rising price channel out here, that will be all the indication that you need that the counter trend rally is over. If we take a look at the ES mini, now that has much further to fall, so it shows you here a similar rising price channel out here, but you can see the ES mini stronger than the Dow. Come on, baby, pull down here. Stronger than the Dow out here. In order for the ES mini to break through, it's probably about the 1780-ish type range out here that it will need to move through in order to break its rising price channel, its counter trend rally. If we take a look at what type of rally thus far, if you go from the swing point high at 8 o'clock in the evening on January 22nd, that was a price level of 1844, all the way down to the low that was put in here, and that was at 12 noon on February 5th. You can see you're hanging right out at the 0.618 retracement level. At number 7 to 1801.25, you're at 1800 basically right now. So you are right at that level. Let's go take a look at some of these stocks here that are popping and dropping out here. Give me a moment here. Let's go take a look at the show down. Let's go see what we've got trading down. This info block. So let's go. Well, actually, Pioneer Natural Resources. I mentioned that was trading a little bit lower out here this morning. So let's first take a look at Pioneer Natural Resources, which has been really consolidating here ever since about the middle of November time frame out here. So you get a sideways consolidation pattern inside of Pioneer Natural Resources. PXD is a ticker symbol. I had been waiting for this to patiently waiting for this to move down to about the 156 level, but it's wearing my patience. And maybe that 156 level is no longer the area to be paying attention to, because if we take a look at this consolidation out here, that's really your measured move, either to the upside or to the downside, whichever way it breaks. That's your minimum price objective, which is the measured move. And if we do take a look at that here, if it breaks to the downside, says that, it's going to move lower than the 0.618 retracement looks. So even though it's got nice Fibonacci numbers out there, 618 retracement off of a low swing point back in April of 2013 to the high that was put in October of 2013. It looks to me more so because of this consolidation move that we have here. Break upside or downside is going to be equal to or greater than that consolidation move out there. Let's take a look, though, at something that is moving this morning to the downside, and that is Info Blocks. BLOX is the ticker symbol out here. Let's go see what it is doing, where it is headed to. Man, oh man, does this thing have volume coming out of it. Not the first sign of weakness out here. Big institutional selling. Is this an island? No, it's not an island. Was almost a huge island out there. Still nasty enough. Look at the institutional selling inside of this equity here. November 27th moves down with 10.5. million shares. Makes a move up as far as the level. Didn't actually fill the gap out there. It's always dangerous when you've got a stock trading into a gap. You never know exactly where it is going to stop. In this case here, ideally from a short standpoint, it closes the gap. Never did that in this case here. Now the A to B equals CD down doesn't really matter. It's past the B point, or is passing the B point with volume. But the way that this thing has fallen off the planet, it's already below the 1-to-1 level. This thing is going to come all the way back to its lows out here, which will be dangerous if you're still inside this equity, because you're looking at another almost 40% haircut, and it's traded $18.19. So you had a 45% haircut here right now. But this should make its way back to the 1370. Look, it's going to make its way back there. I can't tell you that that's where it's going to stop. That's just simply where it appears to be headed to, and that was on Blocks. BLOX is the ticker symbol. Info Blocks is the name of the company. Let's take a look at QLYS is the ticker symbol. That's down 19% this morning. QLYS, that is Qualsys Inc. out here. They were out with their numbers. Let's see what Qualsys actually does out here. Down you can see with volume, with some big volume out here. This is its real first sign of institutional selling. So they will be back inside of this. Qualsys here, they provide cloud security compliance solutions in the United States and internationally out there. As we take a look at it down here this morning, so far 353,000 shares. It's a dangerous thing. You've got a high volume bar out at about the $15 range out here. So you've got your institutional selling inside of this equity, just simply letting loose out here this morning. And, if it doesn't hold at this, this could come all the way back to its IPO from September in 2012 in the $12 range out there. So that is, if you're inside this equity and you're in some profits, take those profits now and run and say thank you very much. Let's take a look at Rackspace Holding. RAX is the ticker symbol. They're down big this morning. Let's go see what kind of volume is behind its move and where it is headed to. Rackspace is trading out at $34.96 right now. This is trying to take on a swing point, a B point, which is your December 9th swing point. That only has 4.3 million shares. It has done 3.5 million shares already in only 7 minutes of trading. So that's where she is headed to. If, in fact, it takes that level out, that says that this thing is going to, look at the institutional selling inside of this equity. 1, 2, the first time that you saw this was back here on February 13th. So let that be a lesson to anybody that might be in info blocks, because, it doesn't necessarily have to bounce back out here. You got institutional selling then. You've got some institutional selling inside this equity here, Rackspace. That's on May 9th. You had it again back here on November 13th. So positions are certainly being cleared out of here. Let's take a look at a weekly chart. Might be an easier way to see where this thing could go to if it breaks. So it's moving into the swing point of, you can take a look at it as being a small or large A to B equals CD down. But the small one is trading into the weekly swing right now of December 13th, 2013. 19 million shares, 32.62. If it takes that area out, just the small A to B equals CD would look a little bit like this and would tell us that price would move down to about 13.51. It's at 34.85 here right now. That is on Rackspace Holdings out there. Let's take a look at some things moving to the upside out here other than the market. So setting up a huge bear or bull trap out there. We'll know that when we go back and take a look at the Euro-Japanese yen out here. So a real opportunity to sell a market at higher price. Let's take a look here at what is moving to the upside. And it's not Sarepta Therapeutics, although I am continuing to keep an eye on that. What is moving to the upside is Demand Wire. DWRE is the ticker symbol. When we get back from break, we're going to go take a look at it. It's up $7.55, up 11%, and has got some nice volume in it. 877-927-6648. Be right back, folks.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Catch the Money Masters as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. Next on TFNN.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 56 points right now, trading out at 15,858. S&P is up 5 points. NASDAQ Composite up 15. Had a request to take a look at Regeneron Pharmaceuticals out here. Let's take a look at REGN is the ticker symbol. It is trying to break out today. It's certainly trading into a swing point with volume out here, so it's got the ability to break out. We'll see if it can get above its swing points out here. A little doji candle on October the 1st out there. That high is 319.50. Let's see, was at 319.83 the day before is the actual resistance point out here. Only 1.1 million shares out there. So if Regeneron Pharmaceuticals can close above 319.83, you'll have a breakout if it can do that today, because you've got volume in the equity already. 541,000 shares out here. It's also taking out a a potential B point of an A to B equals CD up from January 14th. That had 2.2 million shares. But if it can't bust them up, well, then what it will try to do is bust them down. In this case here, take you all the way back probably to the swing point lows, although you do have rising bottoms out here, so it's probably some type of retracement out there. But looks pretty good to me. That is on Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. I did mention demand where prior to the going on the breakout there. Let's take a look at it. DWRE. That's the leader in the clubhouse right now, up 11.5%, up $7 and change. That is taking out a swing point of an A to B equals CD, and that is your January 17th high, $71.30. Only 247,000 shares. It's done 371 already. So this is, if it can close above it, that'll be confirming could be confirming several A to B equals CD patterns. We'll just simply take the small one out here, the small one coming off of this big volume downdraft here on November 20th. So you got to be careful inside this equity. If it does fall out of bed, that's where it will fall back to, which is right around the $53 to $56 area. But it doesn't look like it wants to fall. Looks like it wants to fly, baby. And not only does it want to fly and make a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD up, this one believes it can fly, and it believes it can fly up to probably the 81.30 area. It needs to clear the swing point out here, which is $71.30 from January 17th. One other request, and this is the request hour, and that's to take a look at Vale, Valley, VALE is the ticker symbol out here. Let's go see what it's doing here. This is I believe this is a copper company or a coal company, VALE. I can't get them all confused. My apologies out here. I think coal. I think it's a coal, if I'm not mistaken. But it's probably both coal and copper. So I got it right 2 times. Got to like that. And right now it's just having an inside day out here, so not doing much. This thing is in a bit of a downtrend out here. So I don't know if you're long or short out here. The requests coming in from the Tigers Den out here. But right now there's a bit of a trend line, just a very short-term trend line out here, and that's coming off of the high from November the 6th. But I'm not seeing, it had a nice couple signs of strength out here. Quick analysis of this. It's not one of your better mining equities to take a look at. I think there's better places to look other than Valley, South America. Right now, the Dow is up 56 points. S&P is up 5, folks. Be careful out there because we're starting to get signals here, and it's the currency pairs that will eventually rule. They rule the world. They rule yours. They rule mine. Thanks so much for being here, folks. Have a great Tuesday. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com. Eastern legend tells of a fair maiden who was offered a rare gift by the king of the land, a bag of pearls. The king promised that she could keep the largest, most perfect pearl she could find with these 3 conditions. 1, choose only 1 pearl. 2, remove 1 pearl at a time, accept or reject it. And 3, if rejected, it would be lost forever. She began by looking at the pearls, passing on many special treasures. She delved deeper into the bag, and soon the pearls were replaced with pebbles. Sadly, she went home empty-handed. Folks, replace pearls with time because we cannot go back even 2 seconds. We live in the eternal moment of now. So when now are you going to take advantage of my offer to you, a subscription to my daily investment newsletter service, Mastering Probability, where you can experience the most incredible pearls for trading and investing, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator and Strategy. The offer? It gets better. A 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't go home empty-handed. Mastering Probability. Available on the homepage of TFNN.com.
You're watching Tiger TV.